May I have your attention, please? So, before we get started with the video, I just want to go ahead and say that no pressure, but whose creator code are you using in the item shop? And whatever you're about to say, it's wrong, okay? Wrong answer. What you should do is go on over to the item shop, right? Go ahead and press Support-A-Creator down in the bottom right, and then type in my code, all right? It's MY, god dang it. I like it to be lowercase, but it doesn't really matter. myfii. All right, there you go. Now just go ahead and click on accept. You'll see a green check mark pop up, and then in the top right, it'll look like that. myfii, all right? It'll get you literally nothing off, like not a single cent, but it'll support me. And if my videos have ever helped you out, or if you're just trying to help me eat and potentially not starve to death, go ahead and use it, all right? It's literally, at this point, you're just a good Samaritan, all right? But in all seriousness, if you do want to support me, item shop, Support-A-Creator Code, myfii. And with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into the video. All right, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing why Fortnite feels like and why it is starting to die off. But before we actually get started with the video, I just want to go ahead and give a quick plug over to my Mixer. I will start live streaming as of today. So by the time you are seeing this, I probably will be live streaming. This will be one of my first live streams, so bear with me if you get over there and some things look kind of weird. I've never really live streamed before, but if you guys do want to be around for one of my first live streams ever, make sure you do head on over to Mixer. The top link in the description will take you right there, and it will also be on screen. And also, if you guys are enjoying the content, make sure you do go ahead and subscribe. We are on the road to 8,000 subscribers. I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support. And let's go ahead and get into why I believe Fortnite is starting to die off. First up, just to kind of give a little bit of a why is he talking about this. If you guys don't know, it recently came out that Fortnite, the overall Google trend searches, which is pretty much how many times people are looking up Fortnite through the Google search engine, which is like the biggest search engine in the world. As you can see, it's rapidly declining, and you can kind of see that it peaked around June to July, and you may be wondering what happened in June and July. It was a Fortnite World Cup, and pretty much everything was building up to that climax, that ultimate point, which was the World Cup, and ever since then, it's just kind of been on the come down, and we're going to be discussing kind of why and what has led to that. So first up, like I just said, the World Cup. People were getting hyped over that for months and months and months. It felt like it went on for forever, and then it finally happened, and now people are kind of, you know, what do we do now? They've had enough of Fortnite. They kind of want a little bit of a break. And now this is going to lead into the next point, as I believe that Epic Games was banking on the fact that they were bringing back old POIs for Season X, or just banking on Season X in general. Because if you guys don't know, the World Cup happened, and then like I think it was a week later, Season X actually dropped. So I believe Epic Games was banking on Season X to keep that hype going, but it just really didn't happen, as Season X wasn't that exciting. And I don't know if it was just me, but I feel like that what really draws me into a new season is whenever I check out the map and it's changed. You know, in Season 5, we had an entire new, like, the bottom right side of the map with like the desert and everything. And then in Season 7, we had the huge iceberg in the bottom left half of the map that was just nothing but snow and ice with a ton of new places to land. And this season, you loaded up the game, and the only thing that changed was Dusty was back. And Dusty was cool, and to be honest, I've probably landed there a handful of times, and every time I land there, I never get anything good, and I normally end up dying right off spawn. So Dusty really wasn't that exciting. And let's not forget about the mechs. The mechs were also introduced in the game, and the first week was just straight complaining. Everyone hated them. Epic Games did nothing to fix it, and it was just a huge letdown in my opinion. So not only the fact that we're having to wait several weeks between new POIs getting added, to also the fact that there was an extremely broken mechanic in the game. And the other point which I would like to make is that transportation got nerfed as well. It's super hard now to like get across the map. They took out ballers, quads, pretty much every single form of transportation. They took it out. So Season X at the beginning was just super stale. And if you come out of the gate just crawling, then it's going to take you a while to get up and fully running. Where if you come out of the gate running, you're going to have a phenomenal season. Like season 5, season 4, all phenomenal seasons, as right out of the gate they had new POIs, new stuff to do, all that. And season X just wasn't really all that. Now this is the point where I want to go ahead and say that if you guys are wanting Fortnite to die, go ahead and drop a like. If you guys just can't stand Fortnite, if you guys have had enough of it, if you just want it to die off so then all your friends will start playing another game with you, go ahead and drop that like button. But if you guys don't want Fortnite to die off, go ahead and comment down below why you don't want it to die off. Is it your favorite game? Is it the only game you own? Have you put a lot of money into it? Do you want it to keep going? Are you still enjoying it? Now the next point we're going to get to is going to be new games are about to start releasing. So if you guys don't know, normally around this time of year is a super slow time of the year for video games in general. It's just everyone is starting to go back to school and there's a lot of new games about to release. Normally new games start releasing anywhere in September all the way up through November. That's normally the time of new games. We got new games like Borderlands 3, which just came out today. We got the new Call of Duty, the new Destiny DLC coming out in October. And we also have Classic WoW, which just released. I don't really play WoW myself, but I know a lot of people that do, and I know it is a really good game if you're into that kind of stuff. And this is going to go ahead and lead us into our next point. Is going to be streamers have started playing other games. I don't know if you all have realized this, but Fortnite is no longer like #1 on Twitch. And if it is, it's because like 1 or 2 streamers are pulling like 30,000 viewers each, which is making up over 50% of the viewer base. And if you look at other streamers that were streaming Fortnite, they're streaming other things like WoW, like the new Call of Duty, the new Borderlands. They're just not streaming Fortnite. And I think that all ties back into this is the time of year where games are slow, new games are starting to come out, and Season X just wasn't that good. It just wasn't that fun right out of the gate. And it's kind of hard to get back into something when a new game is out that you're really enjoying and where you've already played the start of the season and it wasn't that good. So, and now we're going to go ahead and get on with a question. The question is going to be, do you think Fortnite will rebound? Do you think it will take its spot back as #1 as it has been for the past few years? Literally ever since September through like November of 2017, it's just reigned dominant. Like, yeah, there's been a few dry spots here and there, but it's always recovered. And if you all want my opinion, I'm going to go ahead and give it. I'm not supposed to give my own opinion here, but I think Fortnite will end up rebounding. If you want my just honest opinion, I think that we have seen this type of thing before where Fortnite gets super dry. I remember last year around season 6, it got super dry for me and a lot of other people. But you also have to remember what was last year around season 6. It was all the new games coming out. It was pretty much October through like November or midway through August through November. It was all the new games are starting to come out. So I don't want to play Fortnite right now. Like, I believe season 6, I had the least amount of playtime. And so that's why I believe that Fortnite will end up rebounding. I believe we're just in that super slow period. Like I said, kind of just to recap, the Fortnite World Cup happened. That was kind of like the climax. So everyone now is kind of just a little bit tired of watching so much Fortnite. The Season X map, the Season X, just everything in general at the start was just really annoying. It just wasn't that cool like it normally is for start of seasons. New games are starting to come out. All kinds of new games. Like I said, Borderlands, the new COD, the new Destiny DLC, WoW, all that stuff. And the fact that streamers aren't streaming it anymore because viewers like to play what their streamers are playing. They watch it, they get motivated to play it. They don't have it, they go out and get it, and then they play it. So yeah, I believe that Fortnite will eventually rebound. I say it'll start rebounding around December to January, but right now I believe we are kind of in that slow period of there's new games out, Fortnite's been out, we're kind of tired of it, we watched so much of the World Cup, yada yada yada. But yeah, at the end of the day, we all have to give it to Epic Games is that even though these new games may come out and it's a ton of content to take in at once, at the end of the day, they're still going to be pushing out updates, new content more frequently than any other game developer, as they have done in the past. I believe just every year around this time, Fortnite kind of begins to die off. And I think just with the World Cup happening, it just kind of enhanced that or just made it much bigger than what it was last year. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Like I said, if you all want Fortnite to die, make sure you do hit that like button. If you all don't want Fortnite to die, tell me why in the comment section below. And with that out of the way, hopefully you all did enjoy the video, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.